Have you been self-publishing books with lackluster sales? Are you looking for new ways to sell more books online? Well, today we're going to talk about how to sell books on social media, so stick around. Hey Ride Riders, Keith Wheeler here, and if you want to continue to get all the hints, tips, and tricks on how to make self-publishing easier, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. Smash your little bell icon right there so you get alerted each and every time I put out a new video. Okay, so most of us are on social media of one type or another at least a few times a week. Most of us daily. Did you know that social media can be a great place to sell more books? That's right, selling books on social media is really a thing. And I'm not talking about spamming Facebook groups with your book links or any other shady type of book marketing. Nope, we're talking about honest, legitimate, non-pushy ways of selling books through social media. Don't just take my word for it. I brought in my buddy Marc, who has some amazing strategies for how to sell your book on social media. Take it away, Marc.
Keith, thank you so much for having me on your channel. Social media, we all know it as this great platform, but you can use it to get more sales for your books. I'm going to share 3 quick tips you can use to leverage all these different platforms to sell more of your books. So the first strategy is to get your audience involved with important decisions of your book. The most popular decision you get people involved with is the book cover design. So instead of just creating one cover, you can create 3 separate covers for your book, and you could just slightly change the color variation, the text color. It doesn't have to take too much work to create these different covers. And you say to your audience, I have these 3 different covers. I'm deciding which one to use for my latest book. Please let me know in the comments which cover you like the most. Cover number 1, cover number 2, or cover number 3. And this is going to do 2 things. 1, it's going to get all these people engaged and feel like they're a part of the decision-making process for your book. And with each comment, it's also going to give you a boost in the algorithm. So people who wouldn't have normally seen your post are now going to see it because of all this extra engagement that is happening. The second way to use social media to boost your book sales is to provide some teaser content. So for a content book, you can include a quote from your book that has a very powerful insight. You can also just take a section of the book and put it in the post for something longer like a Facebook post. For a no content book, you could take one of the puzzles, because I know that's big on this channel. So if you have a word search book, you take one of those word searches, you post it on your social media accounts, and in that picture you mention, hey, this is just one of the puzzles in this entire book that I recently created. You could get your copy on Amazon. So not only are you providing this very engaging piece of content from a no content perspective with the puzzle example, and you're going to have people looking at this post trying to figure it out right then and there, but then you're going to say, okay, if you enjoyed that exercise, we have so much more for you inside of this book, which you should definitely grab. And with these types of content, they could spread very quickly on social platforms. I don't know if it's just me, but there have been a lot more puzzle-based content where you've got like the 3 frogs equaling this number, the 3 stoplights equaling this number, and you put all those together somehow and then they equal a number. Like if you've been receiving a lot more of those puzzles and trying to figure out what they are, especially through Facebook, which is where I've been seeing a lot of them, you're going to get that type of engagement through your content as well. And the third way to use social media to sell more of your books is to use social media to get people on your email list. The email list is that place where you can actually talk about your book for a bit and people will buy it. Social media, people are viewing it more as an escape. So that's why the first 2 are focused more on the interaction and the engagement and getting other people involved. So it's not like you could just post your book and say, buy it now on social media. You can talk about, if you hit a #1 bestseller list, and you could talk about the progress of your book. That's probably the only way you could really directly sell the book on social media and see results. But it's very effective if you get people on your email list with a free offer that is related to your book, because your email list, that is something you truly own. The social networks can change their algorithms at any time to favor certain content or to kind of push back on some of the content they previously favored. So the email list is that one audience you truly have full control over in terms of how you engage with them. And those are the three strategies you can use to sell more of your books using social media. Keith, back to you.
Wow, Mark, those are some great ideas. What did you think about Mark's ideas? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, his tip on sharing no content books on social media blew me away. Speaking of no content and low content books, I was actually about to head on over to Mark's channel so I could share with him and his viewers some ways to make money with no content and low content books. So just click on this video right here and head on over there with me. I'm just going to do a quick wardrobe change and I'll meet you over there. It's going to be a blast.